Morning students, we are back again with a new video, and this time it is a literature chapter. The name of the chapter is The Inexperienced Ghost by H.G.Wells. And you people already know the drill that first of all we will know about the author. So let us move to the next slide and know about the author. Okay. In this slide you can see some pictures of a man, and this man is none other than our author H.G.Wells. So let us now know about H.G.Wells. Let us know it point-wise. His early science fiction novels earned him the title the father of science fiction. So he is also known as father of science fiction. His stories are about science fiction, right? So his stories will be connected to science. Okay, you must be watching many science fictional movies. Yes, all those Avengers and Batman, Spider-Man, all these are science fiction movies because it shows you technology, right? It shows you the power of science. How can science change a common man into Superman? So these kind of stories were also there in H.G.Wells' novels. So that's why he was known as father of science fiction. Okay, he loved to experiment in his stories. Next point says, later he wrote about social criticism. Later in his life, he also wrote about the society and the drawbacks of the society. He tried to criticize them so that they understand what is wrong around them. So let us move to the next slide and hear to the story. Okay. Now students, let us start with the story, and you should know that this story is adapted from the story of Inexperienced Ghost by H.G.Wells. In this story, there is a man named Clayton. You can see the man in the picture. The person who is standing in between is Clayton. He had an encounter with the ghost. Now what will he do? He will tell his encounter stories to all his friends. Okay. So he's telling all his friends. Let us know who all are his friends. Evans, Sanderson, Wish, and H.G.Wells himself. So this story is narrated by the author himself, H.G.Wells. He is also sitting there and listening to the story. So Clayton starts. He says that last night he was there in this house. This is a club. He slept last Saturday night here alone. Okay. And what happened last night? Because he was alone here, he met a ghost. So let us know his story now. Students, please focus on the bubbles which will appear on the screen, because these bubbles will help you to understand who is speaking when, because they all are talking in a group, right? So let us start with Clayton's story. Clayton says to his friends that, do you know, I was alone here last night. Well, I caught a ghost. He's saying that he saw a ghost. Caught means here, saw a ghost. Now listening to it, Sanderson asks him, where is it? If you saw a ghost, if you caught a ghost, let me see it. Where is it? Then only I'll believe it. And listening to this, Evans also joined, and he also inquired Clayton. He said, tell us all about it. I want to know everything. What all happened last night? Please tell me about the ghost. He wanted to know about the ghost. Okay. So listening to this, Clayton replies, I don't think it will come again. The ghost vanished. It will not come again. How will I show you people? So Sanderson now is doubtfully saying, you mean you didn't keep it? You are saying you saw the ghost, and now you are saying you didn't keep it. How will I believe it? So Sanderson is unable to believe Clayton, and he starts laughing. Seeing his laugh, every other friend joins in the laughter. Will Clayton accept this behavior of his friends? No, he will not accept. He becomes irritated, annoyed with the laughter, and he shouted with a very strict voice. He said, it really was a ghost. I am not joking. Please don't make fun of it. It was really a ghost. Listening to it, Wish said something for the first time. He said, You talked to it? Did you talk to the ghost? So he wanted to know, and Clayton said, yes, I talked for an hour. So let us move to the next slide. Let's see what Clayton had talked with the ghost. We'll hear the whole story from Clayton's mouth now. Okay, he will tell his encounter in detail. Let's know his encounter. In the previous slide, we saw that Clayton was a little bit annoyed and irritated with all his friends' behavior. So what will he do now? He will try to prove them wrong. He will describe the ghost. Let us hear to the description of Clayton's ghost. Okay. He's saying he saw him in the long passage. You can see in the picture he's watching the ghost in the long passage. He was transparent. Everybody knows that ghosts are transparent, right? If the ghost is coming near you, it will cross you without touching you, right? And through his chest, I could see the glimmer of little window at the end. He's saying he was so transparent that he could see the little window through his chest, okay? He looked as though he didn't know what he was meant to do. Clayton is saying the ghost was not knowing what to do there. So it's very funny. The ghost is not knowing his job. Now he is describing his physicality. He's saying he was lean. He had a small head. Okay. With scrubby hair. Scrubby short hair. And narrow shoulders. His shoulders were narrow. Now let us know what it was the ghost wearing. He was wearing a short jacket. Had a turned down collar. The jacket which had a turned down collar, that is the collars which are turned down. Okay, it's normal, every jacket has a turned down collar. Sometimes you people do what at your school, you try to pull your collars up and then you get scolding, right? So he was wearing a turned down collar. The trousers were a little frayed. Frayed means the threads were coming out from his trousers. And which part of the trouser? The bottom part, okay, near his heels. I saw him as I came up. He's saying when I came up through the stairs, I saw him in the passage. He was there. I stopped dead at that, taking him in. Now what is he doing? He is calling the ghost inside his room. And he's saying, Clayton saying, I was not afraid. A bit also. I was not at all afraid. I was surprised and interested. He's saying, but I was surprised and interested because I want to know more about him. Okay. So let us move to the next slide to know the further story. In the previous slide, you saw that Clayton was really surprised and interested in the ghost, right? Now in this slide, you will come to know that the ghost also realizes the presence of Clayton in the corridor, and so he turns his face towards Clayton, and Clayton can clearly see his face now. What does he see? He sees the face of a very young man. That means our ghost died at a very young age. Okay. Students, the ghost, after turning his face towards Clayton, also raises himself from the ground and floats in the air. He also raises both his arms and he rushes towards Clayton. While he is rushing towards Clayton, he makes the noise of boo. Okay, he creates a sound of boo, and you people know when you try to scare somebody, you boo them. But will Clayton be scared? No, Clayton is not scared. He also booed him back. So seeing this, the ghost steps backward and is surprised to see Clayton standing there and not getting scared. And after that, both will have a little conversation. So let us see what are they conversating about. In the previous slide, you saw that the ghost moved backward and stood there because he was surprised to know that Clayton was not scared. So what will the ghost do now? He will introduce himself to Clayton. So he told Clayton that he was a ghost, and Clayton was very much confused and the moment was very awkward, right? Because if any ghost introduces himself to you like, yes, I am a ghost here, So will it not be funny? If you're not scared of a ghost and he needs to introduce himself, it is already a funny thing, right? So this ghost was a big failure, okay? Was unable to scare anybody. Now Clayton saw him and said that, why are you here? The ghost said, I wanted to haunt here. So Clayton was very much annoyed. He said, you wanted to haunt? You wanted to haunt in this club where there are children? You know you can scare some children, right? So the ghost said, yes, I was not aware of it. I never wanted to do that. Now Clayton asked him to vanish from the club. But the ghost says, I cannot vanish. I am loitering here and there, haunting in this place. And it was a mistake that I came in this place because I am unable to vanish now. What has happened to the ghost that he is unable to vanish? Why is he unable to vanish? Let's know. In the previous slide, you saw that the ghost was unable to vanish. Why was he unable to vanish? Because he has forgotten how to get vanish. He has lost his powers. He is unable to remember the magic of getting vanish. Okay. So listening to the ghost, Clayton felt sorry and he said, okay, come to my room. Let's talk about it. He tries to hold the ghost by his arms, but he's unable to hold him. Why? Because ghosts are like smoke. They are transparent. You can't hold them, right? So the ghost floats in with Clayton in his bedroom. They both have a conversation over there. Clayton asked the ghost to sit down. Clayton sits on a chair, but the ghost doesn't. He says, I like floating, I will float. Clayton is very amazed to see the transparency of the ghost, that how transparent he looks. Okay, he's very amazed to see the ghost. And he also tries to ask him where he is after death, where he lives after death. And the ghost is not able to answer this question to Clayton, because you all know that the ghost world is a secret world. Nobody knows what happens to the soul after the death. So here also the ghost is not telling him the truth. Where is he right now? Okay, so let's move forward to see what happened. You saw that our ghost was unable to answer Clayton's question, that is where he lives after death. But he says that wherever he lives there, all of the people find haunting a great thing, a fun thing. That is why he also chose to haunt. But now he thinks it was a big mistake because he's unable to go back. He has done his task miserably bad. Looking at the ghost so worried and depressed, Clayton felt very sorry. He stood up from his chair and said, no, you can't lose hope. You have to try how to go back. Do all the gestures possible. So the ghost was trying all his gestures, whatever he could, to vanish. Now finally, he does the right gesture and disappears from the club. So Clayton helped the ghost in disappearing from there. He motivated him to do his job when he was leaving the faith in himself. Got it?